In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make the most amazing toasted ravioli right in your air fryer. Hi, I'm Patty and welcome to my handmade lifestyle. I go by Patty Mac Makes everywhere online. On this channel, we're all about living that crazy analog life in this wacky digital world. And if you are too, then subscribe to the channel and like the video and hang out with us. It's fun here and you'll learn something. You'll learn something cool because it's fun here. So I really love my air fryer. I love all of the great things I can make in it, and I love how amazing it can make a frozen food come out, because we can't always cook from scratch. Sometimes we've got to have a little help. And I love frozen food for this reason. And when I put it in the air fryer, it is amazing. And today I'm going to show you how I make this incredible toasted ravioli. This is a Louisa product. This is a little challenging to find. We have it here in Kroger stores. I'm in Virginia Beach. So you may have to check around for it. You may have to request it. I would request it if you don't have it because they are delicious. When I go to the Italian restaurant, I love to have what they call fried raviolis, which is what this is. But they're so expensive. Oh my goodness, they want like $10 for 4 of them. It's crazy expensive. So you can make enough for your entire family with 1 box, and I'm going to show you how to do it. The first thing I like to do when I'm going to air fry something is I line my basket with parchment. And this really helps with the cleaning up later. It doesn't mean you don't have to clean your fryer basket. You always have to clean your fryer basket, but it helps with some of the mess. So I'm just going to lay my ravioli in the bottom of the fry basket. And when you use the air fryer, you don't want things piling up. You want them to be as flat as possible, and I will show you that in just a second. I'm going to spray these lightly. I use peanut oil. I find that it gives a good flavor, and the food is a lot better if you give it just a little touch of oil. Let me show you what these look like in the basket. You can see that they're laying flat and I don't really have stuff touching. You want the air to circulate. The way the air fryer cooks is it's like a high-speed convection oven, so it's blowing hot air, and you want the air to circulate as much as possible. And I know there's parchment in the bottom, but that doesn't seem to bother it. It's not going to bother it like if you pile the food. Don't pile your food up. A trick that I find when I'm cooking, especially the breaded food, but it's gotten to where I want to do it with all of my stuff now, is I do 2 separate cook times. And the first thing I'm going to do is to look at the instructions. And they're saying 425 Fahrenheit, 8 to 10 minutes. And so I know that these things will need to cook for about maybe 6 minutes total. So what I'm going to do is turn on my air fryer, and I'm going to come up to 380, and I'm going to take my time down to 4 minutes and let it go from there. Okay, that's the end of part 1 of our cooking. And what we're going to do is immediately return them to the basket, and we're going to finish them off at high heat. And I do this because I find that it makes for a much crisper, tastier, finished product if you split your cook times up and you go ahead and give that frozen food a chance to actually cook through at the lower temperature, and then crank it up to the high heat. And what that does is it will just crisp up your outside. But if you start at the high heat and you go a little long, it's like the insides of the raviolis just completely disintegrate. So we don't want that. All right. So we're going to finish this off for 2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, there's the end of our cook time, and our raviolis are beautiful. I'm going to plate them up and I'll show you exactly what we've got. Here's our ravioli on the plate, and I just want you to see what they're like. Break into them. They're so hot. See how we've got all this beautiful melty cheese in there. If you overcook these, you'll wind up with a super hard crust, and for some reason all that cheese just disintegrates. I don't know where it goes, but it disappears. So let's try them. I want you to hear the crunch. I've been recently having mine with ranch dressing, and it's so good. Very crunchy. You could serve this with warmed up marinara sauce. They're kind of like an alternative or an addition to fried cheese. I have an amazing fried cheese recipe that I do in the air fryer, so I will link over to that. You should totally check that out. And if you can find these Louisa fried raviolis in your grocery store, I highly recommend them. They are delicious. I hope you found that helpful and that you try making these, and definitely try splitting up your cooking times in your air fryer. I think you will be pleasantly surprised and really enjoy the outcome. Okay, well that's all I have for you today. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.